Hi, today I'm here at SensAbility, the Social Enterprise Conference, together with Victoria Peter. Victoria works for the corporate strategy department of the Deutsche Bahn AG and the venture capitalist firm PartechVentures, and supports the MakeSense network of social businesses whose goal it is to build collaborative communities. Victoria, how did you like the conference?
Yeah, I loved it really. We only arrived really late yesterday because we kind of got lost on our car. Like, if three MakeSense gangsters are in one car, like, we have so many conversations that we missed all the exits. But yeah, we arrived and we got like a host who was asking when he should pick us up if we want to drink alcohol. Like, you know, we can like leave our car at the conference, and he was gonna pick us up in the middle of the night, like super welcoming, really like getting a family feeling at some conference which is so professional at the same time. Like, really, really cool. Really like that.
Nice. The topic of the conference is refreshing minds, redesign and profit-oriented world. So social businesses come up with ideas to give the world another orientation. What is your commitment to this kind of change?
Yeah, so we really, with MakeSense, which is a global movement, we really believe that we can empower, or we need to empower these social entrepreneurs who have these ideas to have more impact. And we can do that by activating communities, by activating volunteers who are willing to give some of their time and their energy to help those social entrepreneurs. And by that, from kind of starting really small with a seed, growing communities around these social entrepreneurs, and then eventually to be able to scale those projects so they can have their impact on a much larger scale even.
How do you motivate people to join MakeSense and to create, as you mentioned in your presentation, a hotspot?
The funny thing is that there is hardly any motivation needed. Like, the moment that you tell the tale of MakeSense, or that you just meet the MakeSense community, you want to join. Like, as I also said in my presentation, it's really it's magic somehow. Like, there's a spirit of connection which exists, I guess, in the social business world anyways. Like, people are on the same page, they're really, you know, they have that common goal, but also you really want to be part of that community that is super innovative, that is also at the same time down to earth. So a real, like, we live a real life. We're not like some activists who completely shut ourselves off from the other world. And I think that's quite something that's really accessible to people. They think like, hey, I don't have to be a superhero. I am one if I just donate like 2 hours of my time and help solve concrete challenges of social entrepreneurs. And of course, what I also said, the fun aspect of MakeSense. We know how to party.
And what was your motivation to start working for social business?
That was because I worked for a human rights NGO in Togo, and it was a great local NGO, did a lot of great things, but I realized so much how it was paralyzing us to be so dependent on funding. And at some point we caught ourselves drawing up projects for Togo that we only designed in a way that the donor will give us money, but actually it wasn't at all what was perhaps the best or the most effective way to help poor people, to fight against corruption in the country. So I really realized there, okay, I was kind of social in my mindset before anyways, but I realized I want to find a way how I can see long-lasting and sustainable impact of action to make the world a better place.
Yeah. And what was your most interesting or most significant experience you made with MakeSense?
I think really all of them. Every single event or experience with MakeSense is totally unique, because you always get a totally different bunch of people together. You get to see so many different projects in all kinds of areas. So from food waste to refugees to just designing. Recently we worked with a company called Einhorn, who developed the first sustainable and fair condoms. So like really completely random things that you wouldn't get in touch with otherwise. So every time again, it's super inspiring no matter which event you're doing. And I guess also being part of MakeSense is really empowering. So you feel like you yourself, you can just go out there and do it, and there is a whole infrastructure of people who would support you in whatever you want to do, as long as it's a MakeSense vision.
Yeah. So yes, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Still have a nice time at the conference.
Thanks.